Does a recession mean for us here in Southern Nevada? Will we barely notice it, or will we have businesses going under and layoffs like we've seen during recessions in the past? News 3's Steve Wolford continues our team coverage. He's live in downtown Las Vegas with some answers.
Yeah, that's right, Maria. This may be a recession by the classic definition, but there are a lot of elements in the Las Vegas economy that make this a different kind of place, with the possible exception of Orlando, and it all flows out of tourism.
Southern Nevada is one of the most recession vulnerable economies you can imagine.
Vulnerable, according to economist Mike Pequeen, because our hospitality-driven economy is fueled by discretionary spending, the money people choose to spend.
If they feel like there's a recession, if they feel that they're at risk financially, they will choose not to come, or they'll choose to come fewer times, or they'll spend less when they're here.
And many of those tourists are already tightening up.
We're lucky we got to come here because we've been saving for a while, but yeah, everything's so high, gas and food, everything else is just ridiculous.
We're doing less, that's for sure.
What about a return visit?
I'm not sure. It might not, I don't know, probably won't be for a while.
But our economy is still showing strong economic antibodies to a recession. Nearly 1.5 million people are now working across Nevada. That's more than the previous record high before the pandemic.
How can you be in a recession when the job market is so tight? Remember, when the average person hears the word recession, the first thing they do is worry about their job. Virtually no one I know right now is worried about their job.
Another positive, our casinos are still packed. June gaming revenue was nearly $1.3 billion, 8% better than last June, and marked the 16th consecutive month that gaming revenues have been over $1 billion.
We would not have a record month in gaming numbers, like you said, if the consumer was afraid of spending money. The consumer would not be sitting at the tables gambling if they were worried about a recession.
So that's the key. As long as consumer spending remains high, people have that discretionary spending, it's very possible that Las Vegas will ride out a recession in pretty good shape. But it's like Mike Pequeen says, if you start to see cracks in that consumer spending, watch out.
I really would like to hear the answer from at least one of these girls, why they did it.
An Uber driver viciously attacked and robbed in Las Vegas meets one of her attackers face to face. Exclusive new details in that case. And before he went to cover the floods, Brett spoke to the victim after the oldest attacker, almost 18, appeared in juvenile court today.
Even during the daytime now, I cannot even go to a grocery store. I'm having panic attacks. So I feel like I will never be able to drive Uber again.
Victoria Partridge is still recovering from the June 19th attack while she was driving Uber. A group of passengers throwing a drink on Victoria as she drops them off and then assaulting her, stealing her tip jar and cell phone in the process and damaging her car, the only source of income for her and her husband.
We both now start thinking about relocating to some other state where to find a job for me is going to be easier than in Vegas.
Still suffering mentally and physically, Partridge was grateful that some sense of justice was delivered in court today, as she puts it. The oldest suspect in the attack, 17 years old, pleading guilty to one charge. The judge handing down a sentence of 9 months in juvenile detention, according to Victoria.
I still didn't get an answer. I really would like to hear the answer from at least one of these girls, why they did it.
In court today, Victoria says it was revealed that detectives on the case linked the same group of juvenile girls to another attack the same night. A young woman and her teenage brother beaten while riding bikes near the Stratosphere. Fearing for their lives, they said in a victim statement.
I so not get used to this kind of life because I'm a very positive person by nature, and now I just cannot help myself just stay in a depression. It's bad.
Victoria's car was repaired and those repairs paid in full by Uber, but she doesn't have medical coverage through that job. So she also fears for her mounting medical debt. She still has a GoFundMe set up. So if you'd like to donate, the link will be up on our website. In less than 2 weeks, students will be back in the classroom at our Clark County School District schools.
Yeah, one of the things top of mind for many people, of course, is school safety. And Crisis in the Classroom investigative reporter Tiffany Lane has an update from the district on what parents and staff can expect.
Yes, LaToya Marie, over the last few months, we've been talking about violent incidents that have been occurring in CCSD, as well as the safety measures the district has put in place to address them. Well, today we received an update about the safety measures students and staff can expect when they enter their classrooms on August 8th.
I can't emphasize enough the safety of our students and our staff.
Thursday, CCSD leaders provided the last safety update before the start of school August 8th. One of the updates on the instant alert system that was piloted over summer at 9 high schools, where staff members wear a badge that allows them to call for extra support.
In the coming board meeting, we will be bringing a recommendation for this instant alert system to be for the entire district community.
When it comes to campus infrastructure, the district facilities chief says that many schools have single points of entry in place already, and others are being planned and constructed right now.
As the school year begins in just over a week from now, students, parents, and school visitors will notice single point of entry systems in conjunction with added perimeter fencing to support visitor access pathways to schools. We are also actively working to enhance our security camera systems to support the aforementioned safety measures.
And also this.
Another safety enhancement that we are currently doing for the school district is a uniform visitor management system. That's going to be throughout every single site, not just schools, but every single site.
As far as district police go, Chief Mike Blackeye emphasized that there are 2 officers assigned to each comprehensive high school and patrol officers providing services to middle and elementary schools.
Our K-9 officers, they will be out conducting classroom sniffs for guns and drugs. And our motor officers will continue their work in reducing the number of students struck by vehicles.
All district and local agencies have also gone through active assailant training. Metro Police also spoke about the school violence initiative between their department, CCSD Police, and neighboring jurisdictions.
Every single area command is actively going to their area schools to contact their administrators and representatives within those schools. They're doing tours with the line officers to ensure that they know where to respond to and how to respond should an incident occur on school property.
As far as transportation goes, CCSD says you'll be noticing some improvements there as well. They are upgrading all camera systems on their nearly 2,000 buses.
The new camera systems will have live look-in and real-time surveillance capabilities.
And one thing Dr. Jara also made very clear is that when it comes to things like violence against staff members, the district will be enforcing the district student code of conduct. But for now, we'd like to hear from you. Do you have any concerns about safety when it comes to our schools ahead of the school year? What are your thoughts on the efforts the district is putting in place? As always, reach out to my tip line, schooltips@news3lv.com, or call 702-805-0489. Back to you.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.